This man solved a tricky problem in just 1 second, but he had no idea that the equation on the blackboard was an extremely complex advanced Fourier formula. This question had stumped countless geniuses at MIT. Professor William had promised that whoever could crack the equation before the end of the semester would not only get the highest grade, but also have their name permanently engraved at MIT. The classroom was packed with people eager to catch a glimpse of the genius who had answered the question. However, the person who solved it was nowhere to be found. It turned out that at that moment, the problem solver was engaged in a duel with his arch nemesis. William decided to present a problem that he and his team had spent 2 years researching in an attempt to lure out the mystery solver. That night, Peter was working on the equation on the blackboard when William stumbled upon the scene. Unaware that the janitor in front of him was the one who had solved the problem, he angrily rushed over. However, the janitor vanished around the corner. As William approached the blackboard, he discovered that the janitor had actually written the correct answer. But Peter's talent went far beyond this. He also possessed a photographic memory, and in his eyes, any mathematical problem was a piece of cake. Although he had barely attended school, he had read a mountain of books. However, due to the abuse he suffered from his adoptive family during childhood, he chose to hide his talents. During the day, Peter would go to construction sites with his friends to move bricks, and at night, he would mop floors at the school. When he had nothing to do, he would hang out on the streets or at the baseball stadium. The next day, Peter was sent to prison for assault and theft charges. But Professor William couldn't bear to see Peter's talent go to waste, so he paid his bail in full. The catch was that Peter had to discuss mathematical problems with William every week and undergo psychological therapy. Soon, Peter became William's valuable collaborator in mathematical research. However, when it came to therapy, Peter had read the psychologist's autobiography in advance and knew their treatment methods. He deliberately caused trouble and drove away several therapists. It turned out that due to his miserable childhood experiences, Peter had closed off his heart. This movie is called Good Will Hunting. Due to copyright issues, we can only watch up to this point. If you're interested, feel free to check out the original film.